Edo State Police Command of Nigeria Police Force has confirmed the arrest of 95 persons in connection with the killing of more than 15 people between April 25, 2025 and now in the renewed deadly and bloody apparent supremacy secret cult war in the state among members of the Black Axe Confraternity aka Eiye, Maphite Confraternity aka Great Men and Eiye Confraternity aka Airlords, which started with the killing of a physiotherapist, simply identified as Alex, and another individual at the University of Benin Teaching Hospital, UBTH back gate, Ugbowo, in Benin, with the Edo State Government led by Governor Monday Okpebholo launching a retaliatory war against businesses and individuals allegedly aiding secret cult killings in the state, thus, sealed off Eterno Hotel, planned to demolish the hotel owned by People's Democratic Party, PDP Chieftain, Honourable Matthew Iduoriyekemwen, who was the Director General of Asue, Ogie Campaign Organisation in the last governorship election in the state, on the ground that a particular secret cult group members gathered at the Eterno Hotel to plan their recent killings in the state, and in addition, the Edo State Governor also sealed off and marked a residential building for demolition also owned by a PDP chieftain, Francis Inegbineki. According to the police, the Edo State Police Command arrested 95 suspected cultists and recovered 2 locally made pistols, 1 single-barrel shotgun and 24 live cartridges in sustained intelligence-driven raids of their enclaves in Benin City and environs for the past week. These suspects, who belong to the notorious Maphites, Eiye and Eiye confraternities, were suspected to be responsible for the cult supremacy killings in the state. The Commissioner of Police, CP Monday Okpebholo, urges parents and guardians to keep a tab on the activities of their wards in order to curb the menace of cultism. He further warned youths in the state to desist from joining unlawful societies that could only dim their future and ultimately claim their lives or that of other innocent persons. 64 of the suspects have been charged to court and remanded, while investigation continues on the remaining suspects, the police command spokesperson, Moses Yamu stated. Office of the Chief Press Secretary to the Edo State Governor in a statement state that, Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has issued a stern warning to landlords, declaring that his administration will not hesitate to demolish buildings linked to criminal activities such as kidnapping, cultism, and rituals. The governor emphasized his administration's resolve to ensure a crime-free environment in the state. Governor Okpebholo gave the warning while personally supervising the demolition of a building located in the Ogie area of Benin City. The building was reportedly used for internet fraud and kidnapping, with victims allegedly held against their will and subjected to ritualistic practices. Visibly disturbed by what he witnessed at the site, the governor said, "I am saddened by what is happening here. Children were kidnapped and kept here for years. You can see the shrines in this apartment. This is wickedness in its highest form. This kind of evil is unacceptable in Edo State." Reaffirming his administration's commitment to security, the governor vowed, "We will continue to fight crime and criminality. Wherever they hide, we will fish them out and demolish their hideouts. There will be no sanctuary for criminals in Edo State. We are serious and resolute. Edo must be safe." Governor Okpebholo also announced plans to repurpose the sites of demolished properties for public use. "We are going to build a police station here. Any land where such buildings are taken down will be used to serve the community," he assured. In a related development, the Edo State Government has made significant progress in its crackdown on cultism, following the demolition of an operational base belonging to a notorious cult group implicated in recent killings in Benin City. The facility, located at the end of Arena Street in Amagba GRA, featured a hall, several rooms fitted with mattresses, and office spaces, believed to have served as a hub for the group's activities. The property is also bordered by a moat reportedly used for initiation rituals. Notably, the premises also contained an industrial overhead stand and tanks donated by its Asia region 2016-2021. This action follows the recent enforcement of a new anti-cultism law signed by Governor Okpebholo, which empowers the state to demolish properties associated with cult activities. Meanwhile, in response to an uptick in cult-related violence in the city, the state government has sealed off Eterno Hotel, located in the heart of Benin's GRA. The hotel is allegedly linked to another cult group believed to be behind recent killings in the area. Governor Okpebholo reiterated his administration's zero-tolerance stance. No stone will be left unturned, and no individual, regardless of their status, will be spared under the provisions of the cultism-related offences law. We are determined to restore peace and order in Edo State, Fred Iduoriyekemwen, the Governor Chief Press Secretary stated. In another press release, the Chief Press Secretary Office reported that the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has launched a crackdown on crime-related properties, beginning with the demolition of buildings connected to kidnappings and cult-related violence in the state. During the demolition of a residential duplex in Benin City used for kidnapping and organ harvesting, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Fred Iduoriyekemwen, who spoke on behalf of Governor Monday Okpebholo, told journalists that the government had also sealed off Eterno Hotel and an event center. These facilities, according to Governor Okpebholo, are being used by cult groups as gathering points before launching attacks that claim several lives. Mr. Iduoriyekemwen confirmed that the demolished property was the site of a gruesome crime involving the abduction and killing of a young woman for organ harvesting. He revealed that the suspect has been arrested in Lagos and will be extradited to Edo State to face prosecution. The building was where the crime occurred, and it is owned by the father of the suspect, who has also made useful statements to the authorities, Mr. Iduoriyekemwen stated. His Excellency has directed that this is only the beginning. More buildings used for criminal activities will be demolished. This is backed by existing laws enacted by the present administration. He emphasized that the crackdown was not politically motivated, contrary to speculations. This is not a political witch hunt. These buildings were used for acts that contravene the laws of Edo State. The governor has made it clear that anyone involved in cultism or related crimes will face the full force of the law, he added. The owner of the demolished building, Mr. Martins Oghenawar, recounted the shocking moment he learned of the crime. On the 23rd of this month, while returning home, my wife called to inform me that our son had murdered a woman in his quarters. I immediately reported to the police, who followed me home and helped convey the corpse to the mortuary. I've been in police custody since then, he said. Mr. Oghenawar further disclosed that his 28-year-old son had long exhibited troubling behavior. I trained him from primary school through university in Ikpoma. For over a decade, he has been a problem. I took him to rehab, neuropsychiatric centers, and even traditional healers. He rarely slept at home, drank excessively, and was often missing. Now he has destroyed everything I worked for. This house was my retirement plan, and now I'm watching it being torn down. It's heartbreaking, he lamented. Authorities confirmed the suspect was apprehended in Lagos with human body parts recovered from him. Investigations are ongoing as the government intensifies efforts to stamp out kidnapping and cultism across the state. Fred Iduoriyekemwen, the Chief Press Secretary to Edo State Governor, in a feature news story published during the week on the actions and activities of the state governor in tackling kidnapping and secret cult activities in the state, said, "A government worth its salt will do all it needs to protect its people." In Edo State, Governor Okpebholo has shown clear and purposeful leadership by taking decisive steps to confront two of the most persistent threats to the state's peace, cultism and kidnapping. From the outset of his administration, he identified these crimes as a grave menace to societal stability and public safety. He promptly convened a Security Council meeting and issued a 48-hour ultimatum to the Commissioner of Police to halt the bloody cult clashes that erupted in parts of Benin City, sending a clear message of zero tolerance. To give his words legal backing, Governor Okpebholo signed into law two critical legislations: the Secret Cult and Similar Activities Prohibition Law 2025 and the Kidnapping Prohibition Amendment Law 2025. These laws provide severe consequences for offenders: 21 years imprisonment for sponsors of cultism, 10 years for individuals harboring cultists, and the death penalty for cult-related killings. Similarly, convicted kidnappers face the death penalty, while any property used to facilitate the crime is to be confiscated and demolished. However, Governor Okpebholo's approach has gone beyond legislation. It is being matched with deliberate and determined implementation. Since the enactment of these laws, Edo State has seen the demolition of several buildings used as hideouts by kidnappers or as rendezvous points for cult groups. In March 2025, the government began pulling down structures in Eiye and Uromi used in high-profile kidnapping cases, including those where victims were kept until ransoms were paid. In one instance, a property in Eiye in Owen East local government area, reportedly belonging to a kidnap informant, was flattened after investigations confirmed its use in coordinating abductions. The crackdown on cultism has been equally forceful. Apartments and facilities identified as cult meeting points have been sealed and marked for demolition. A notable example is Eterno Hotel, located in the upscale GR axis of Benin City, where cultists allegedly convened to strategize before launching coordinated attacks across the city. Security agencies have continued to apprehend suspects, and the state government has remained firm in its resolve that anyone found culpable will be prosecuted and punished accordingly, said Fred Ichua.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.